And Nigel says, can you please help me deal with social anxiety? My name is Allison. Social anxiety. Well, Allison, I believe I have a video on social anxiety because, as you know, in this channel we have over 1,700 standalone videos and about 20,000 questions answered on the live streams that we've had, over 500 of them. And in each we treated like 10 or 20 different questions. So we have got like 23,000 questions answered on this channel, and it's available for you 24/7. If you just go on my search engine and put in social anxiety, or just put anxiety, one word that explains or expresses your feelings, you will get a bunch of videos. At this point, I want to know, what specific social anxiety are you talking about? You have a hard time talking when there are a bunch of people there, or interacting? And if you tell me a little bit more about yourself, like your age, where you're tuning in from, what's the cultural background, and what things you attribute your social anxiety to that you know of, or what exactly social interactions you're talking about, so perhaps I can then throw in a thing or two on that subject. Sony says, can you explain how to practically change your mind so you don't feel inferior to men? I still feel inferior to guys after all this logical reasoning. Yes, you do, because you have a certain kind of envy. When you see them, you think they have a better chance to get the girls that you want. So you kind of have a little bit of a dislike toward them. So the inferiority is based on the fact that you see them as more fortunate to get girls, more equipped as far as maybe their looks or their muscle or their physical fitness. That you see them as a competitor. You see them as maybe something about them that you think it's got more chance than I have to get the girls, and that pisses you off in a way. At the same time, makes you envy, and at the same time you have a certain kind of respect for the ones who can get the girls, because they always, we all want to get the girls. And when we see somebody, for some reason, maybe they have a nice watch, or they're nice clothes, or a nice car, or lots of money, or somehow, or maybe good hair, or maybe, I don't know, good features or figure, whatever it is that makes us think, oh, that's a better chance. That I think if I had it, I would have a better chance with girls, but that guy has it. So I feel envy, and that envy creates a certain kind of an anxiety, as I'm losing a chance because of this guy. I'm losing a chance to get more girls because of this guy, or because of this person looks good, or because of this person is fitter than me, or because of this person, I don't know, has better hair than I have. Whatever the hell it is, that envy and that feeling of, is my competitor taking my chance away, creates that anxiety. And then eventually, at the same time, a respect toward the fact that it's got something that I should have in order to use it to get the girls, and that guy looks better than me, or has a good looking face, or whatever it is, that I feel anxious about it, that is taking away what I think belongs to me, because I think all women belongs to me. Every one of us boys think, oh, I have a better chance with every woman. And when I see somebody else may attack that chance or affect that chance, then I get that anxiety and feeling inferior for whatever reason that I can see. Maybe they've got something better than me or more than me. And that's the feeling that you have. And you got to simply look through and beyond the physical appearance of these people, and focus on all the shortcomings that these people have. Just because you know about your shortcomings and you don't know anything about their shortcomings, that doesn't mean that they don't have a problem in their brain, that they don't have a problem in all kinds of things that you're concerned about. They probably feel inferior towards somebody else. They might be feeling inferior towards you, and you don't know about it. Because this is how we've been brainwashed since childhood, since thousands of years ago. We always knew everything about ourselves, what's missing in us, what's deficiencies I may have, which everybody else has deficiencies too, but we don't know about it. And because we don't know about it, we think they don't have it. And because we know about ours, we think I'm the only one who has it between me and the person that I'm comparing myself to. So therefore, we've always been searching for the unknown, and we've been thinking about the unknown, not searching for the unknown, but we've always been thinking that what we know shows us the deficiency of this person, could be me or somebody else, that we know, because we also know about their shortcomings. But the ones that we don't know, we also don't know about their shortcomings. So we don't think they have any shortcomings, not because they don't have any shortcomings or deficiencies, because we don't know that they do. And since we don't know they do, we think they don't have any shortcomings. That's how we choose God. We don't know anything about God. Well, we have created some kind of a perfect thing out of something that we know nothing about. And that's the way we create perfection. Why? Because we, the ones who feel this way, inferior feeling towards some other people, or having OCD or HOCD, so on, these are all because we are seeking perfection and we consider ourselves perfectionists and that we are perfect. Since we feel that way, then we are all in tune about every single imperfections that we may have. Because we consider ourselves that we abide by this rule that we have created, that we are perfect, we must be perfect, therefore we are constantly under the magnifying glass we have put ourselves to check and see if everything about us is perfect. Do I feel great? Is my muscle good? Am I really looking really manly? Or if I feel a little bit compassionate about something, oh, that's feminine, I'm not really manly, somebody else is more manly. We're always antagonizing ourselves. We're always doubting ourselves. And these are the feelings that you feel inferior about the other person. Not the fact that the other person has got anything over you, because he's got the same shit going on in his head that you have, but you just don't know it. And because you don't know it, you consider it perfect. Because what you know it's not perfect. And that's the normal thing in life. But what you don't know, you create. I don't know, that means it's perfect. What do you mean? You don't know. It doesn't mean it's perfect. It just means you don't know. But we've been conditioned to think what we don't know. Hey, that means it's got no problems. This is what we're going through. And it's just unfair to yourself to treat yourself that way. So if you focus on the fact that the brain that you have is the same brain that the humanity, every other human being has it. So if you have any kind of deficiencies or inferiority feelings towards anything for any reason, you can be damn sure that every single one of them out there has one kind of the problems that you're dealing with. Nobody is perfect. We all made a mistake, think that we are perfect, but the fact is, compared to the other ones, you are the most perfect, because that's you and you're unique and you should think that way. Nobody is better than you. And everybody should feel that way, which means nobody should compare themselves with anybody at any point for any reason. And one of the biggest mistakes that we all make is that we picked up that one thing, that person that out there that we feel inferior towards, that one thing that we think that person out there that we feel inferior towards, that is really good at, and it shows. Like, I don't know, it's got nice hair, or it's got nice face, looks good looking, handsome, or his fit body, or he's got a nice car, or whatever it is, or plays, I don't know, nice soccer, or plays good tennis, whatever it is, we pick that one thing that that person is really good at, and it's obvious, and we compare that with the 10 things that we are not good at. Obviously, we feel inferior. The trick is you take one thing that you're really good at. We're all good at one thing, at something. Whether you're a great chess player or a great tennis player, or you're good at math, or you play guitar or piano, or you're just a good listener, whatever it is that you're really good at, take that one thing that you're really good at and compare it to the thing that that person is good at, or to the things that that person is not good at. And you can see there are things about that person that is not good at. But you're only focusing at the things that is obvious in that man that is good at. And then it's, oh, he's better than me. He's more man than I am. I'm inferior towards it. And then the rest of it that we just talked about, taking your chances away from getting the girls and all that, will move in. And the negative thought picks it up and runs with it. And you're finding yourself in hell of thinking you're no good. The other person is better. He's more manly than I am. And pretty soon you have all these thoughts of HOCD and all the other kinds of OCDs and inferiority feelings. And then start thinking, oh, what comes to your head? It's you. That's another bullshit which you are unaware of. Brain has independent system. It's got nothing to do with you. There is a you, and then there's a brain. You are the owner of the brain, and the brain can malfunction. What brain does and brings about is not representing you. If you separate yourself and understand this connection and disconnection between your organs and you, between the brain and you, between thoughts and you, between your kidneys and you, between your legs and you, then you will understand that what goes wrong with them, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, and it doesn't represent you, because you have your core values, your principles, your gatekeeper, your wise advocate, you know who you are, and all of these makes you not what the thought conjures up, not when the malfunctions of the kidney shows up, not when your leg is limping and you can't play tennis as good as you used to. That is not representing you. There is a me, and then there's the rest of us, and those rest of us are subordinates and supposed to serve us. And we are supposed to understand the separation between the thought, between thought and me, between brain and me, and therefore not to be bamboozled by the intrusive and nasty thoughts that come to the mind, and think of ourselves as that is what I am because thought thought of it. No, thought is thinking, and it does it on its own. I didn't create that, and it doesn't know anything about me. So what it does, it's nonsense and irrelevant to me. It's about itself, not me. So whatever it thinks about itself. I shouldn't be thinking that it represents or implies to me, because it doesn't. Okay. Now,